Hello students, I am Deepika Ainapur, Assistant Professor ECE Department from KG Reddy College of Engineering and Technology. Welcome to one more class of Probability Theory and Stochastic Processes. So today we will be seeing more problems. One more video is there which was we have seen already regarding the problems of expectation problems, that is expectation of discrete random variable. In the same manner today we will see expectation of continuous random variables. Yeah, I have taken some examples. We'll solve those examples and try to understand how to solve the problems on expectation of continuous random variable. Right. Just take the read this question. A continuous random variable that can assume values between x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 5. So here it will be between 2 and 5. The interval that is given is, it is existing between only 2 and 5 and has a density function given by fx of x is equal to k into 1 plus x. This is the density function they have given. We have to find out what is the probability distribution function p of 3 less than x less than 4. That is, what is the probability distribution function that is lying between 3 and 4. This we have to find out. So first we'll start up now. Yeah, just think how to solve this problem. Hope that you have thought how to solve it. Just we will start. What is the interval that is given? Just take the interval that is between 2 and 5. Okay, the interval that is given is between 2 and 5. So just I'll take the integration from 2 to 5. 2 to 5, what is the function that is given? That is just a fx of x. Fx of x is nothing but it is the density function. So for us, they have given the density function as k into 1 plus x. So same thing I am taking here, k into 1 plus x into dx. So complete interval is 2 to 5. So complete probability, that is complete density function, is existing between only 2 to 5. So can I assume that, means can I take it as this is equal to 1. 2 to 5, 1 plus x into dx will be equal to 1. Just we can integrate this function and find out the value of k. One integration is x. X integration is x square by 2 and the interval is 2 to 5 is equal to 1. Just solve this, we will be getting the value of k. Right? So yeah, k into, just I can take here first, that is upper interval minus lower interval, the 5 minus 2, it will be 3. Here upper interval, just I'll substitute here 25 by 2 minus 2 to the 4, 4 by 2. This is equal to 1. Just I am solving for the value of k. K 3 plus what this will be, 21 by 2 is equal to 1. We can just take the LCM. 27 by 2 is equal to 1. So k is equal to 2 by 27. So by this we have got the value of k. K is equal to 2 by 27. So same thing, if I substitute in this fx of x, I'll be getting the value of density function. Just I'll do that now. In this, I'll be substituting the value of k. So what I'll be getting now, fx of x will be equal to k value. What value we have got? K. Just now we have found out 2 by 27 into already 1 plus x is present. This is for the interval. Which interval? They have given 2e between 2 and 5. So 2 to between 2 to 5. This is the value of fx of x. The other places it will be just equal to 0. From the question and from the given concept we have found out, and also the concept, that is complete density function, we have used the property, that is minus infinity to infinity fx of x dx, that is complete density function, will be equal to 1. So here complete density function is lying between 2 to 5. That is the reason I have taken 2 to 5 fx of x dx will be equal to 1. So complete density function I have taken it as equal to 1. So using that concept we have found out the value of k. Now what they have asked in the question, one more, from this they have asked one more concept, that is one more property we can use and find out this. They have asked the distribution function, that is 3, what is the probability from 3 to 4. They have asked what is the probability from 3 to 4. Just we will use the property here. Property will state that lower limit, upper limit, we have to write in the integration format. So whatever function is given, that same function we can take 2 by 27 into 1 plus x into dx. So same function I have taken and same interval which they have given. I have used the formula from the property. So 2 by 27, just in the same way you can integrate it and find out the value of 3 to 4. X plus 1 integration is constant, 1 integration is x, and x integration is x square by 2. And the interval given is 3 to 4. So just substitute this values and you will be arriving at the answer for probability from 3 to 4. Just do this. 2 by 27. So 4 minus 3, I'll substitute 1 directly, and here 16 minus 3 3s are 9 divided by 2. This will be equal to 2 by 27, 1 plus, yes, 16 minus 9, just it will be equal to 7. So just I'll continue here, that is 2 by 27 into 9 by 2. I've just added that, and so 9, it will be 3, just it is equal to 3. So I can say that probability of 3 less than x less than 4 will be equal to 1 by 3. So we have finished how, like we have found out the value of k and also the distribution from 3 to 4. Both the things we have found out for this problem. Now, okay, just some questions I will ask here. You can take your time, think and answer. Yeah. Which were the properties we used in the previous problem? Just think. So one property which we have used means, just I'll ask you, you can answer what is that property. what will be the total density function? Total density function. Just think, if in a problem a particular interval is given and they tell that the function is existing in that particular interval only, then we have to take that particular interval and find out the total density function. That is one of the concept and you should follow that every time. And any time if they give some interval, for example a. So what is the formula you will be using in this case to find out the probability distribution function of a continuous random variable? Just think, take your own time and think and write down the answers. Hope you all have arrived at the answer. Yes. So total density function, if they have given any interval, for example, normally the total density function we will be taking of all the real numbers from minus infinity to plus infinity. So minus infinity to plus infinity, if I take the total density function, that is total integration, then it will be just equal to 1. Also, if they have given any particular interval, then a to b fx of x dx, just it will be equal to 1, because the function, density function is existing between these two intervals only, a to b, right? In the same manner, how to find out the distribution function from a to b? Just we will be writing a to b fx of x dx. That's it. So in this way we will be finding out. This can be used for any problems that is related to the continuous random variable. That is, whenever we are finding out the related problems with the continuous random variables, we can use this concept. We will take up one more problem of the same type. Yeah. So here a continuous random variable x has a probability density function. They have given the density function 3x square. So density function they have given, that is fx of x will be equal to 3x square. And also one more thing, that is interval also they have given, that is the function is existing between 0 to 1. Now we have to find out a and b such that probability of x less than or equal to a is equal to probability of x greater than or equal to a. This condition they have given us to find out what is a and b. And also one more thing, that is probability of x greater than b also we are supposed to find out. So probability of x greater than b is equal to 0.05. So main concept we know that within the given interval, like whatever function is there in the given interval, it will be just equal to 1. So that concept, if I use it, yes. So just see here, they have given the interval 0 to 1. That means the function is existing only between this interval. 0 is present, and in between 0 to 1 is present, and 1 is present, because it is continuous random variable. So 0 to 1, my function is existing, right? Uh, Now just we can take this cumulative distribution function, because distribution functions are given. Now they have given probability of x less than or equal to a, right? How I should write this? Probability of x less than or equal to a is nothing but distribution function of a. So distribution function of a means always it will start from minus infinity, and it is less than or equal to a. So upper limit will be equal to a. The just it will be equal to my density function. So minus infinity to a, fx of a, fx of x is into dx. One more, we will write for this also. The same manner, I will be writing cumulative distribution function for greater than or equal to a. How to write? Probability of x greater than or equal to a. Greater than or equal to a means, yeah. So greater than or equal to, there is a small correction here. Just they have asked you greater than a. Okay, so greater than a means what? 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to a. This is also from the properties I have written. So it will be 1 minus function of a. That means what? It will be 1 minus, what is this? Minus, a function of a is nothing but, distribution function of a is nothing but minus infinity to a fx of x into dx. This I can write it as, see, 1 minus minus infinity to a. For example, just consider the real axis. Okay, here minus infinity will be there. Here, for example, I am considering just somewhere in between minus infinity to infinity. If I consider a, the other entity will be plus infinity. Now minus infinity to a, this is like total 1. I want, see here, 1 minus this. What it will give to me? It will be just a to infinity. So same thing I'll be taking. It will be just equal to a to infinity. A to infinity of my density function, fx of x into dx. That's it. So using these concepts, we will find out the first thing which they have asked. That is probability of x less. They have given this condition and they have asked us to find out the value of a. That I will find out now. Uh, so what they have asked now? Right. So first condition, it is nothing but probability of x less than or equal to a. They have given this also is equal to probability of x greater than a. Now we know the formula for this, that is it will be from and one more condition, we know that it is existing between 0 to 1. That means I should take less than or equal to a means I should take 0 to a. Okay, so 0 to a, fx of x into dx. This will be equal to greater than a, means 0 to 1 only it is existing, in between my a is present. 0 to a I have taken. Now greater than a means a to 1 I am supposed to take. So a to 1 fx of x into dx. In this manner we should take the means condition. So yeah, what is fx of x? They have given in the function. They have given the function probability density function in the problem itself. So same probability density function I will substitute here. That is 3x square into dx, and a to 1. So same probability density function it is, right? So from this equation we'll be able to find out, by integrating we will be able to find out the value of a. So just I will be integrating now. 3x cube by 3. This will be 0 to a, and this also 3x cube by 3, a to 1. Intervals are different. So it will be a, because upper limit a cube minus 0, and here upper limit minus lower limit. So it will be what? 1 minus a cube. So it will be 2a cube is equal to 1. Hence it will be a cube is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, a is equal to cubed root of 1 by 2. You can just find out or keep it as it is, or you can keep it as 1 by cubed root of 2. So, if I calculate it, I am just getting value as 0.793. This is the value of A. We have found out the value of A. In the similar manner, we can use the same concept and we can find out the value of B. I am leaving that part to you all to do it. So just I'll give you how to do it. Just we can start with the condition they have given, that is probability of x greater than b. They have given it as, directly they have given some value 0.05. So greater than b means what? B to 1, right? B will be existing between 0 to 1 only. Greater than b they have told. So I will take b to 1 and just substitute whatever function it is being given and find out the value of b. That is also similar. That's why I'm asking you all to do the problem in the similar manner and find out the value of b. I will give you the final result, that is b value is 0.983. So in this way we will be finding out the expectation. I can say this is more related to how to find out the density function, means given the density function and some conditions they will be giving probability distribution function, we should be able to find out the different values. That is, here in this example we have found out the value of a and b. We'll discuss more problems and more concepts in the coming classes. Thank you everyone.